And hello. Once again, we are here, WFTB 104.1 FM tab, Nashville Gospel Radio. We are in the building once again. You all excited to be here on this day. Monica, it is good to see you. As always, I say that because this is the show. So I'm just excited to be here on the show with you. I've seen you, yes, but I'm excited to be here with you today. Also being recorded, Sacrificial Conversations podcast. We got my girl in the building. I'm gonna introduce her in 1 second. Let her give you a small resume, give you her full name and everything. But Monica, you want to say something to the people before we get started on this show on tonight, darling? Do you want to say something?
Good afternoon. Glad to be in the house with my husband. We've both been off work today, so it's been a joyous day. Somebody had a birthday on last Wednesday, and so we got to celebrate with our son Theo over the weekend, and we had a fantabulous time, guys. When I tell you, Theo showed out. Theodore and Theo went to, what game y'all went to on Friday?
We went to see the Memphis Grizzlies against the LA Clippers, y'all.
So when I tell you those gentlemen were really sharp, I'm talking about dressed to impress for the game. I was like, my.
Y'all. And the seats was amazing, y'all. We had great seats, y'all. And this is one of my best birthdays. I got to give it up to my son. And this is one thing I do want to say before we get off into our conversation on tonight. It was one of the best feelings, you all, to be able to have your son be able to take care of the whole weekend for you and you to be able to chill with your child. Same thing with my daughter. We spent, time with her in Campbellsville about 2 or 3 weeks prior to this. Mm-hmm. That we had a great time with them. But to spend time with your children.
Yeah, especially when they're grown. So, yeah. I mean, Theo took us to an excellent Mexican restaurant called Loco Lime. Oh, my goodness, that was some good food. And then he had the audacity to take us to this place called Flight, y'all. Shout out to Flight. If you ever go to Memphis, you got to go to Flight.
Off the chain.
Off the chain, but you make sure you have some dollars, not coins, some dollars in your pocket because you go spend some money. But it was well worth it. It's at the top of my list, guys. We've been to New York, we've been to Miami, but this particular restaurant, oh my goodness,
it Memphis
exceeded
too,
all our expectations. Oh, from the appetizer all the way down to the desserts. Oh my, yeah, I can't stop thinking about it. Yeah. And then, y'all, we actually ventured out. Not my cup of tea, but it was my dad's birthday as well. So we ended up going to the casino. Yes, I went, but I didn't play. I sat there and watched the game, Indiana-Ohio game. I'm not giving them any of my coins. So, but my dad was happy, my mom, my parents. So we just had a blessed weekend. So if you have time, spend time with your loved ones. Like I told my parents, no one knows the day, time, and hour. It could be Theodore, myself, any day, anytime. So we just took time to go down and celebrate Theodore and my dad for their birthdays. So it was awesome. I'm glad he had a wonderful birthday. 54 years old, looking good.
Come on.
Last year. So it's all good in the neighborhood, y'all. We just had to get that shout out today. But we're going to turn this over to Miss Jasmine because tonight is her spotlight night. We don't want to take it, but we just want to give Theodore a shout out for his birthday.
So since you started, I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce our guest. Or do you want me to take the pleasure of doing this, young lady?
Well, I'm going to let you take the pleasure of doing, we can tag team because, Jasmine, she speaks for herself. She's this is the baddest locksmith in the world. I'm not going to say in Nashville, she's the baddest locksmith in the world.
We gonna go there.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about her expertise and her skills.
I like everything how she does business. She's a business woman. She don't play. She gets her monties, and so I just admire how she came into Bears in Nashville, and she just took the reins and been doing great ever since. So we don't have,
and real quick before she introduces herself, I don't know if she really understands why I asked her to actually be a part of the show, but Monica just said it well. It's your confidence, and that's where we're going to start at with a lot of our questions on tonight. But it always says in the Bible, even tells you is to surround yourself by people that can sharpen you. That iron sharpens iron, and you should be around people that's going to make you want to be better as a business person in a relationship. Seeing the way they move, that was a lot of the reason why we actually saw and want to actually have you on our platform, because our show, we're starting to realize to have interesting people, first of all, but people that's going to set standards, that's going to make people want to strive and do better. And that's all I've seen in your striving and your walk. So I'm gonna let you say your full name, introduce yourself to the people, let them know a little bit about what you do, who you are, anything you want to give to the people on tonight. And I'm gonna let you say your name, and then we're gonna come behind you with some amazing conversation after that. So Miss, tell them who you are, girl.
Well, my name is Jasmine Hill. My business name, of course, is Lock Your Look. I've been doing hair since probably like 2012. So I've been doing hair for a long time. Locks specifically. I love everything about locks. I love the versatility. I love how people just have this expectation, and locks just really fulfill their expectation as far as their health, their hair health, their journey, their appearance. I just love it. Everything about it.
So I'm gonna stick with the business real quick since we started the first. You said that you love everything about it. Helps the healthiness of their hair, just the experience. So what actually inspired you with your business idea, and how did you turn it actually into a sustainable venture, or just something that, because I've watched you when you came to the salon into Beverly's, you were still working another job at first, okay, but I've watched your movement. I watched what you did. So what actually inspired you to want to actually start your own locking business? And like I said, what sustains you? What kept you, and what pushed you to make you want to keep on just taking this thing to that level that you have taken this thing to? So we're gonna talk about that level in a minute.
Okay. But honestly, it's really been a journey from the start. It's really been a journey. What actually prompted me to start doing locks? I was broke. Okay.
Wow.
I was broke. I was in college, like my early years of college. I graduated high school 2011. So me touching that first head like 2012, 2013, I needed some money, and I knew about hair. At the time, I did not know anything about locks. At the time, I was doing flat irons and blow drying hair. I was like doing my friend's hair.
Okay.
So when I actually touched my first head of locks, it was a friend of mine, well, a guy I was dating, his friend. He was like, I just need my hair done real quick. He was like, you got me? I watched 2 YouTube videos. 2. And I said, yeah, come on. And I did his hair. And literally from there, I would do locks on and off. I would do locks like in my on-campus apartment, just trying to make money. It wasn't until COVID that I really, really, really saw what I needed to be doing. Of course, during COVID, everyone had a different experience. I was one of those people who I was getting a little refund check, so I thought I was doing something. I was putting money to the side. But of course, life happens, funds get low, and I needed another way out. And it's crazy because life always ventured me back to hair. No matter what I did, what happened, it was always, oh, can you do my hair real quick? Even in college, I will never forget. It was a random girl. She needed her hair done. She needed a sew-in. I had never did a sew-in. I could barely braid to the scalp. I said, yeah, I'll do it. I watched the video and I did it.
Wow.
She had that sew-in for about 3 months. Like, she literally saw me on campus months later and was like, this was the best sew-in I ever had. Teddy, do I do sew-ins?
Absolutely
No.
not. Absolutely.
But I just feel like if you want to make something happen, you will. And that's just what I've been doing. Like I said, after COVID, I needed something to do. I was praying. I was crying. I was asking God, like, what's my next step? I started to like explore myself. I was drawing at one point. I was drawing canvases. Like people would come pick up canvases to paint, like at sip and paint parties. Yeah, I would do that. I didn't even know I could draw until I started to explore myself and really figure out what I needed to do. But it led me back to hair. I was taking so many appointments in my living room to the point where my fiance was like, yeah, it's time. It's time to do something else. So God just put me on the path I needed to be on. Like from the start, I didn't recognize that that's what I needed to be doing until I kind of had no other choice. So yeah.
Wow.
So Jasmine, because like I'm gonna give you an example. I have a friend that we've been friends since we were 5, and she would always do hair. Like, oh, let me fix your hair, or let me re-braid your hair, or do something at an early age. So you didn't have any of that hair experience, like before then.
Of course, like baby dolls, I always wanted to like do their hair. Like I would just play with people's hair. I never really just took it serious. Like I said, it was always something I kind of left and came back to. It just always felt right, but I didn't have the confidence at that time to fully commit to it.
Okay, so let me ask you another question. So you know how you grow up and people say, what do you want to be? So I know you said, so I guess, was there anything else you want to be? I mean, because I know hair wasn't probably in your spectrum at that point. So what else did you want to do?
Originally, when I went to school for social work. So I majored in social work. I double minored in psychology and sociology. I wanted to be a psychiatrist.
Okay.
Like that's what I wanted to do.
I remember you telling me about that.
Wow.
If not psychology, just something involving working with people, whether that was life coaching or social work,
Okay.
I interned at a very young age, like at a hospital. When I was in high school, Jackson Central Mary, Magnet High School to be exact, JCM, they had a program, and I love my teacher, Miss Castleman. I will always remember her, but Miss Castleman was she was like a medical teacher, a nursing teacher, and we would leave the school and go to the hospital. We would go to nursing homes. So I graduated high school, need I remind you, when I was 17. So I'm like 16, 17 doing this. I'm embalming bodies. I'm holding brains.
Wow.
I'm working with social workers, pediatricians. It was a really good program. It exposed us to a lot early. So I kind of got the idea when I was doing that program, kind of like, I want to go in the medical field or just something involving people.
Oh, okay. Wow.
All right, real quick. Because we say this to everybody. Time will fly by, and we'll look up and it'll be gone. So I want to get a couple other things in there real quick. Can you share a moment where you almost gave up on your business since you started, and what actually pulled you through when you found that giving up moment? Because I'm sure it's been some. Because I know I've had a lot. But what was that give up moment where you almost gave up, and what actually pulled you through in that moment?
I had a lot of give up moments, honestly, because like I said, I've been doing this for a while. I didn't take it serious really until around COVID, and I was just perfecting my craft. But just having those slow moments and putting and producing amazing work and feeling like I'm supposed to be here or be there at a certain time. I'm not going to say I had to lower my expectations, but I had to be realistic with myself. If I'm not pouring into the business, it's not going to pour back into me. So I really had to switch my focus, if anything. I even had someone go to my page and she was like, oh, I thought it was a scam. Your work looks so good, but you don't have that many followers. And I also had to stop equating my work to the amount of followers I feel like I deserve, because that has nothing to do with anything. My chair is always busy. I always have people wanting to book with me. I always have people looking into me or this, that, and the third. So I just had to really switch my focus. Like, as long as I keep producing this good work and being a good businesswoman, like, the followers are going to come, the clients are going to come. I just have to really stay prayed up and really just focus on what I want to do next.
So I'm for the turn it's just a tad bit. So I know how long have you had your locks?
About 5 years.
About 5 years. So do you ever miss I guess back to, straight hair or different styles? Or do you ever, want to get rid of your locks and go back to straight hair or curls or anything like that?
I have my moments, and then I think about how long it took for me to maintenance my hair because my hair has always been long and thick. So no, locks are it's just convenient. I wake up and my hair is already styled. Like braids took so long, sitting down for 6 hours, 6 to 12 hours. It sounds crazy now. I'm not doing it. So yeah,
So you never get tired of the same style. But today you got a different style, I guess. Okay, so you do change it up and do different things.
Show me a picture, we can do it. Show me a picture right now, we can do it. If it's adding hair to locks, if it's making a short pixie style, show me a picture, we can do it. That's how I feel.
You can change the colors and do all that good stuff.
Everything. Yes.
Okay, Jazz. I hear you.
So in me watching you in your business, this is something that I'm seeing a lot, and this is something that I'm having to pick up. I've picked up a lot off of you. How do you balance, your ambition and your well-being in your life and the demand that you have in this business? Because this business is demanding. I mean, everything about our life is demanding. So how do you take care of yourself, and how do you balance all of this, with what's going on in your life, what's about to happen next year? You're getting married next year. So how are you balancing all of this that's going on in your life? What you're keeping, because I'm gonna get to something after this. How do you do that balance thing, young lady?
Number one, boundaries. Learning how to say no, and you know how I feel about that.
Absolutely.
Like, really having boundaries and sticking to them. My sugar jar cannot run low, because once my sugar jar runs low, I can't do anything for you. You can't do anything for me. Like I just make sure I'm 100% in every situation, because if I'm not, I can't produce. I had to really learn to put me first and not feel bad about it. Like I will be selfish, and that's what it is, because I have to put myself first to worry about anything else. So that's number one, putting me first, sticking to my boundaries, and saying no and meaning no.
So you don't have no problems when they call you at the last minute to my Jasmine, I gotta go. I got somewhere to go and I need my hair done. Can you please do it? Can you squeeze me in?
You got to show me them coins, because I still have a family. I still have a life. And the more you say yes, the more they will keep asking. Teddy.
Wow. Wow.
So you just have to learn how to say no. Like in this industry, it's hard to separate a friend from a client, because people want to be your friend. And a lot of the times you don't know if that's an environment that you're really going to grow from, or, you just never know if someone is facilitating love or facilitating using you.
Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes the line is hard. Yeah.
Facilitating love or facilitating using you. And that's something that's across the board of business in every genre of business. Yes, that is good. So how do you define your success today, and since you started, do you think it's changed, or how do you define your success differently from when you first started?
I do, because at one point it was all about social media. I really had to just look within, but now I'm content. Of course, I want more. I always want more, but I love my clients, and they genuinely love me, and we have really set a tone for each other, and I really appreciate them. Like my new clients, returning clients, just my regulars. It's been a journey. It's really been a journey.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I have to tell this little story. When you first came to the salon, I really didn't know you, and I think someone wanted an appointment, and you was like, "Well, this is what I have. If you want me to take down your locks," and you was like, this is the amount of time it takes, and this is the amount I charge. I mean, you were just so, it was like ABC. And I was like, oh my goodness, you didn't flinch. Because it was like a last minute, they came running in the beauty shop, and they were like, I need you to do my hair. And you was like, well, that's fine and dandy, but this is my price. And this is, this gonna take me this long to take your hair down and do this, and this. And I mean, you was very adamant about it. And I was like, she's about her business. Because, you could have been like, well, oh, okay, you got a last minute. I do it this time. I cut my price. He was like, no, it's this amount right here. Either you can pay it or you can't.
And then even with that question, also add to that, how will this journey inspire the next generation of women entrepreneurs? So add that to that question that Monica just asked you.
Before I was at Beverly's, I was in a completely different space, mentally, the facility, everything. Had I been in that space, maybe I would have taken that appointment and not had the confidence to say no or turn that individual away. When I changed my space, I changed everything. Everything. My boundaries, the way I did business, the way I conducted myself when I did business. It was just like when I came to Beverly's, it was a complete shift that I needed. Like it really was. So I would tell women in the industry, be aware of your environment because your environment will shape you. That's 100%. Be aware of your environment, number one. Number two, stick to your boundaries.
Yes,
I'm telling you. When you cut corners and when you discount and when you say, yes, I can, it really pulls away from what you can really offer. Like businesses don't run off discounts and favors. They don't. It helps, but does it really help the person doing the discounts and doing the favors? I mean, I'm a one-woman army. This is one body, So you just have to stick to your guns.
I like that, Jasmine. That, hey, like it's only you.
Mm-hmm.
If you wear yourself down, they gonna have pretty hair, but you gonna everything on you gonna be broke down because you saying yes to everyone and not saying no.
I knew I impacted my space when I was offering advice to Teddy and he was taking it. I knew then, I'm like, yeah, I'm where I need to be. Because sometimes when you're in certain environments, the owner may not want to listen to you, So I'm in an environment where someone can teach me, I can teach him. We're feeding off of each other. It's just positive.
I'm gonna lead off into this, girl. Like what I told you, confidence. This is finna pull you into the real reason. I watch so many women deal with confidence issues. Okay, I see it so much, y'all. To the point to where it could be body figures, it could be relationship issues, it could be they don't know who they are as a woman. And baby, even in our 35 years of being together, I watch you evolve to now. I look at you and your confidence is oozing now the more. And I feel like it's happened because of the evolution of what you've been through in life, as a woman, get married at 19, having children 10 years later, now you're at the level that you are, and all the business journeys that you went through. Jazz, I've watched and I've known you now maybe going on 3 years, okay? In 3 years, and I don't say this loosely, but I watched confidence in who you are as a person. You don't back down from no conversation that can take you away from who you are as a person. So you're confident in who you are as a person. You're confident in your business. You're confident in family life. You're confident in your relational life. What does confidence, because it oozes out of you. So first of all, tell us what confidence as a woman means and what helps you to be as confident as you are in so many areas and so many things that you do. Because I don't look at you to try to find weakness. I don't look at you to do that. But I've seen confidence in every area of who you are as a person. And I'm not, like I said, I don't try to find weakness. I don't. But talk to me about what does confidence mean to you as a woman?
I blame my parents,
Ooh.
my daddy especially,
Wow.
because my daddy was always the one, even when I was just so small, I can remember him telling me every single day, "You are beautiful.
Wow.
You are beautiful." That's one reason why I don't wear
Wow.
makeup. Like certain things I don't do because I got that reassurance from my daddy very young. So it just kind of made me feel like, hey, I'm that. I'm that. So, and confidence really means a lot to me because the confidence that you have within yourself is just how you conduct yourself.
Yeah.
Like, it's how you hold your head up or down. It's how you make eye contact or not. So I feel like just confidence is everything.
Well, Jazz, I have to, my head's off to you because I was going to ask you, did you have a mentor? But evidently, it's your dad.
Yeah, it was my parents for
Your
sure.
upbringing, that they instilled it in you at an early age, and it stuck with you. And so many people don't know who they are, and so when they enter a room, to me they shy away. But you just got that confidence where you just demanding. I mean, not demanding might be a strong word, but it's just you're confident who you are, and so you can be yourself around anyone and not have to deter. You know what I'm saying?
It's just certain life lessons that always stuck with me, whether it was from my dad, my mom, my grandma, because my grandma was big on say what you need to say.
I like that.
Articulate your words, say what you need to say, and mean what you say. Say what you mean what you say. My dad was big on think. Think before you speak, think before you act, think before you react. He was very big on that. That's why I know it to a T.
I was just going to ask what habits or practices do you have to help? I was just going to ask that question, and you just gave it to us clearly, y'all. She said that her parents told her stick to what you're going to say out there, y'all. Don't when you're going to say something, mean it, because Monica, you say this so much. When you speak something, it normally comes from your heart most of the time. So it can come in fear. It can come in any type of way, and if it comes in fear, then it's a problem, from the jump. And this going to lead into my next question, Jazz. Has it been something like a deeply personal journey or issue that has, shaped, your discovery of who you are, your confidence, or I mean, it has been a journey or something deeper that you want to say to the people on our platform tonight that shaped this confidence? Because I know it's been father and all that, but has it been something else that really, really shaped this, girl?
Of course, life throws trials, tribulations. My mom is a 2-time cancer survivor. So maybe it was 2021, 2022. She had got her first diagnosis when she was like a teen, before I was even born. She was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. So eventually later on in life, she did get like a full hysterectomy. And in the recent years, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she got her masses removed and everything. But me and my mom are very close. So imagine having to, I'm not going to say grieve someone, but prepare yourself for something that you don't know is going to happen. Of course, that's when I really found my faith in God, because I had nobody to turn to. None of my friends was going through this. We kept it within the family, and it's like you don't want to vent to the person that's going through it because she's already going through it with everything else on her mind. So a lot I kept in. It was very unhealthy, but it was just a journey I had to take alone. And it was a lot, and that really, really, really shaped me. It made all of us closer. Like, I was going to Jackson almost every weekend. It was cutting into my business. I was still working full time, but I did not care. I was there for my mom every step of the way.
That's awesome,
as much as
right
I
there.
could be. So yeah, that really shaped me. That turned me into a completely different person. So I'm grateful for the experience. Of course, my mom is fine. She's at home chilling. But yeah, it just life.
So do you have any other siblings, or are you the only child?
I have an older brother.
Okay.
And he has 3 children. So I have 2 nieces and a nephew.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, I have my son, Charlie, my little Yorkie.
Yes, Charlie. Yes.
So is there anything that you dealing with in life that you feel critical about, or something that could take away from your confidence that you deal with on a life basis?
I need to start back going to the gym. But other than that,
Really, Jasmine?
Yes, that's discipline. That is discipline. I don't care what anybody say. That is discipline. Going to the gym and eating right. Like, seriously. And that's a part of taking health serious. If anything, that's what I need to change and do better.
Self-esteem things. Is there anything you can throw out there that what habits or anything help with self-esteem?
I do a lot of self-care, 100%. I'm going to go and get a massage. Yes, I'm going to get a massage. I'm going to get my toes done. I'm going to sit in silence when I get home because I just feel like that is very healthy and very needed for a person just dealing with people every day. Customer service, like get a massage, get my nails and toes done, sit in silence, read a book. I'm going to go to a concert. I'm going to go out of town. I'm going to do anything that makes me happy outside of doing hair.
So, Jasmine, do you ever get tired of hair?
No, because I'm doing all of this to not have me burnt out. Okay. Self-care really means a lot to me. Like if I don't have my self-care days, I'm burnt out, and maybe I wouldn't want to do hair. But as long as I implement that, as long as I implement something that's genuinely making me happy, taking my breaks, having a day off, I'm good.
Okay. So Teddy said you're getting married next year. So
that's the goal.
That's the goal?
That's the goal. We still looking at a venue.
Okay.
So is that the hold up, Jasmine, really?
It is, because the dates that the venues have, like the girls book ahead of time. Right now, the dates that one of the venues is offering me, I really don't want it. I don't. It's a winery that we're looking into in Humboldt. It's really nice because we're going to have the wedding in Jackson, Tennessee.
Oh, you're not having it here.
Hometown.
Oh.
Yeah, all of our family is in Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're making everybody travel.
Yeah, because it's less people traveling from Nashville to Jackson than it would be from Jackson to Nashville. And we have older people, attending, so we have to be very considerate.
Okay.
So real quick before we get you up out of here, Jasmine, before we get done, and give one other scenario on your confidence building strategies, because I got to really hone in on. It's so many women after they see this episode, y'all. I want you to understand, get it, know it, understand your confidence. Don't walk around with your head down. I want to make sure I drive this into your mental. I don't care what. Know who you are as a person. Don't walk in life and don't walk around ashamed of who you are, because you only have one life to live. Okay, you don't have. Don't live under the radars of other people's opinions. I'm Jazz. I got to put this out here because I want people to understand this. Live life, girl, and I watch that in you. And this is the. I hate to keep going back to this because I don't want to leave this before my people and my listeners understand this. I want y'all to be so confident in life because that's where I'm at now in life. I'm so confident that because y'all, you gotta understand, you don't know if you have the next day. So if you're not, I'm gonna go down the line on a couple of things that she said that helps. Taking care of yourself.
So break that one down, sir, because I know you're gonna break that down.
All right. She takes out the time, y'all. I had to really stop and realize, okay, you have to take time to reflect, enjoy the resources that you have, spend some of it on yourself so you can say that you've enjoyed some of the resources. So everything that you get, you don't have to save it all because you can't take it with you. She turned me on to the whole massaging thing. We've had one or two, but this young lady goes on a massage. Oh.
When I feel like
when she absolutely.
So is that once a month, Jazz? Or do you go more than once, or just you say, hey, whatever my body feels like, I'm gonna go get it?
Yes.
Wow.
Really kind of like depending on my workload. Like, I'm shocked Teddy doesn't go get more massages because he takes a lot of clients in a day. Like, that's a lot on our body. Standing up for hours. I take care of myself.
Organization. I'm laughing because my wife had to go there and talk about Teddy now, but no, did you not enjoy the massage that we had that time?
Yes, I don't have no problems with that. I'm waiting on you to finish your list because you hadn't hit your exercise or because that's your biggie right there.
Boundaries.
Eating right,
Boundaries.
You know, his boundaries is out the door. So
when you say my boundaries, talk to me about that.
Teddy, you have to say no. You have to say no.
Thank you.
If they come late, you have to tell them, look, either pay an extra fee or you have to go home.
or Jasmine, they call on the same day.
Yes.
And like I tell them, my nails, everybody know I love my nails. Mm-hmm. Before I leave that salon, that whatever that place will get my nails done, I'm making my next appointment. It's that crucial for me. But I was that one that would call and then get angry if she can't squeeze me in. I'm like, don't she? I come all the time. Who is she not to tell? But I'm calling
God
today.
forbid she have a life.
Right. So that's where I'm going with that because that's a part of being selfish.
Yes.
And so
but that's good selfishness though. I mean, you got to understand that's being selfish for your boundaries, like we said, correct? Is that what we're talking?
I'm saying for me, when I know I want to get my nails done and I didn't book my
you're
appointment.
being selfish is what
right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but I'm saying some of the customers I'm saying some of the
No.
customers are being selfish because they know they need their hair done. And then all of a sudden the day they want to call and say, can you squeeze me in? And when you say no, then it's a whole attitude. But like Jasmine say, a no is a no. Because my thing is, you need to get your hair done a week ago. But you was just waiting. And then at the last minute you decide, hey, I want to get my hair done. That's something I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. So,
but that's what she's saying with your boundaries because I'm here with you all day and the phone ringing and you're like, oh, let me see. And I'd be like, tell them no. You ain't got it.
You know when a person is inconsiderate when you've said yes 1,000 times and you say no and it's the end of the world.
Yeah. Are they going to go somewhere else and get their hair done?
No.
So we definitely got that one in there.
You see how he skipped over that, Jasmine?
No,
how he skipped over that?
I stay on Teddy.
Thank you.
I stay,
Thank
and
you.
I'm glad you do.
Like since day one.
Yes.
When I observed, I stay on Teddy.
Okay. Well,
So
you keep staying on him.
But that is a confidence builder is what I'm just making sure we putting that out there. That is a confidence builder. Another one, and this one's gonna hit Monica now and Jazz. This is something that I try to push on all of you all. Having your stuff in order and a place for everything. In our space, we work together, so we cannot be in the salon and have a mess here, a mess there. We have to have things in a place at all times. That helps build confidence because when we go in there, we know we coming into a clean atmosphere. We got a conducive working space because we know we have to be. You're not by yourself. Why? You see this?
He dug a hole with that dig.
He way up under. He up under.
Confidence
He not even
builders.
under
Confidence.
the table. He up under this woodwork of the house.
Confidence
He in the
builder.
foundation.
Yes.
Yeah, you're in the foundation.
But we're gonna.
Yeah, you better move on. Mm-hmm.
But yes, seriously, on my last tip, I want to inspire you all seriously. Y'all. I'm gonna stop playing because I want to drive this in real good. Self-care, awareness of who you are. She said reading, finding places to where you can find a quiet space, time, reflecting. Me and Monica always find that space in the mornings in our meditations and our reading and nighttime because she reads at night. Any other habits, Jazz, before I get you out of this building on tonight?
Yeah, and before he get in any more trouble than he's already in.
Yes, ma'am. in any other confidence habits or builders, because I just really, really want people to understand having confidence is truly what's going to help take your business to the next level. Because I only want to be around people that's leveling up now, y'all. I don't want to hang or be in business or around people that's not trying to elevate in what they're doing in life. And that's what's going to do it going forth, being around people that's confident, self-control, self-discipline,
organization. You can't have no little fires around Theodore.
Baby, it don't work. So, Jazz, anything else before we get up out of here, girl? Anything else you want to say?
Accountability.
Go.
I did a lot wrong in the beginning, and it's like if I didn't own up to being wrong, I wouldn't be right, you know? So I just had to be accountable for everything I did not do correctly with Lock Your Look, because at first I did not have a website. I was not this organized at first.
That's good.
So
girl.
I literally looked back on everything I did wrong and said, yeah, let me fix this or let me tweak this. And it also made people take me more serious. And that's really what I needed. I was not getting the response from people that I deserved. So I did myself a favor. And I changed everything. And now I have no issues. I'm happy.
So another one, handling criticism. You were able to handle that and make that a resource to get better instead of taking that and getting upset with the criticism.
And I would ask my clients, like, what do y'all need? Like, is there anything that y'all need from me? Is there anything that y'all want to change? And I had a client, he would always tell me, have a website. It's going to make you look so much professional. I love Trey. Hey, Trey. But he is really one of the clients that made me just really sit down and get this website started. He had been telling me for a long time, like, get a website. Just do it. And so I did it. And at first I was considering my clients like, I don't want my clients to have to pay a deposit. And what if the website doesn't work? This is not even about y'all. This is about me. Like, you cannot let the people be bigger than the program. You just can't. You cannot. This is your program.
So when you say website, are you saying you allow your customers to book on your website? So that's what you do. You do the booking and they pay a deposit. And
it became too much having everyone contact me and book appointments. I had so many people calling my phone, texting my phone. It became overwhelming. And then the unexpected cancellations. I moved from working a 9 to 5 to just solely working in my business. And it's no room for last minute cancellations and me not getting paid. You know, it's just no room for certain errors. So I had to really just lock in and be serious.
Wow. Okay. Because I understand that cancellation aspect of it, because that causes you to miss out. You could have put someone else in that spot.
Exactly.
And that's the part I was saying as when clients don't take your business seriously. You know, that's why I try to book my appointment, and then if something comes up, and especially if you know in advance, I try to call I call and cancel so that someone else can get that spot. You know what I'm saying? So I commend you for that. And we're Theodore and I talked about it, but you know, he has a lot of, you know, he's gonna eventually, but right now is, you know, he likes it because he has some elderly customers that, you know, that don't.
And I get that. I get that 100%, because even with my business, I'm dealing with middle age, I'm dealing with young, I'm dealing with older clients, but I have the mindset, and if I'm wrong, I'm just wrong. But a lot of older people spend time on TikTok. They spend time on Instagram. They spend time on Facebook. When you got that app, you had to log in, create a username, create a password. On my website, same thing.
There really no excuse.
It's just all about perspective. I don't believe in really giving people a lot of excuses, especially if I can visually see what you're capable of. So it's like, let's just go off of your capabilities. If you're capable of getting on TikTok, you're capable of getting on this website and booking this appointment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You ran out of sense on that one. Okay. You're right.
It's all about perspective.
Y'all, all about perspective, and it's all about growth. And I promise you, as I listen, I'm constantly, y'all, thinking about growth in those areas. And I told Monica this. I said to her, my lifestyle is eventually going to have to go to that. My lifestyle is coming that direction, and it's causing me to grow. I promise you, that is another growth area that I'm growing in. And when I get there, because I promise you, I will get there, because my life is gonna do it. But absolutely amazing tonight, Jazz.
Yes, Jazz.
Absolutely
Thank you.
amazing. I like I said, I told you, girl. I wanted to get you on here because when I see someone whose lifestyle speaks and oozes confidence and speaks well, because even in children, as I watch them grow, my child, you've helped me in a couple of areas, that really made me understand. Tell your daughter to be confident regardless of, she's a football player. She's a tomboy in areas. She likes how her swag is different. Be confident. And you taught me and showed me in my Teddy, look at who she is as a person, love for who she is as a person, and that helped build her confidence. And you said your father, you said your lifestyle, what you do, all these things have helped you be the woman that you are today. And I applaud you in your business.
Yes.
I applaud Lock Your Look, y'all. I want you to real quick give all your Instagram information out. All your platforms, Instagram. Go ahead, come on, do that.
TikTok, Facebook, it's all Lock Your Look. Just lock.your.look everywhere. The website www.lockyourlook.online. Yeah.
So when you saying lock, is it LOC or are you doing LOCK lock?
On social media, it's actually LOC. On my LLC, it's LOCK. Like as in locking your look with me, booking an appointment.
Okay. I just want to clarify because sometimes people get mixed up. So it is the LOC
online.
Lock your look. Okay.
Absolutely amazing. She's LLC, you all. She's not playing games out here. She's doing it with total confidence. Women, men, all of us, y'all. It's time for us to get to that level to where we're taking business and entrepreneurship seriously, y'all. We cannot continue to play games out here. I say this because I see this going on in this young lady's life. I don't say this because I'm this is fictitious or this is a game. I see her work her business. I see her move in confidence. I see her walk in a way where her customers respect her. She respects her business, you all. I'm gonna drive that thing until we're about to get off this air in a couple of seconds, you all. But when I tell you all, going on in the next 20 years, you're gonna have to be about your business, baby. You can't play games out here with entrepreneurship. If you want it to be serious, if you want your life to be a for real reflection and an inspired business, get it together, y'all. Build your confidence. Build what you think. Jazz, inspire the people one last time before we get up out here. Monica, real quick, I'm going to let you say something there. Jazz, we're going to let you conclude with whatever you would love to say to our people on tonight, Monica. I'm going to let you have the platform, baby.
Okay. I just want to say, yes, piggybacking off of Theodore, build your confidence each and every day. Start your day out with Christ, number one. And then number two, just tackle a little bit each day. Like she says, self-care. Find something that you like within self-care. I know mine is my nails. Yours might be going to Starbucks, reading a book. Anything that's going to give you a little, I'm going to say relaxation, because Sundays are a Sabbath. But each day, to me, if it's 30 minutes to an hour, have your own Sabbath where you just musa. I call it musa, especially when I get off work. My other thing is a glass of a cup of hot tea for me, and just sitting down and maybe watching a Lifetime movie. But you got to do whatever works best for you. And then I just want to let Jasmine know I admire you. I love your confidence. I've seen it from the day one you first came into Breakfast in Nashville, and it has stuck with me. And, thank you for helping him, because it takes a journey, and also it takes a village. So that's what I have to say today.
So Jazz, give us inspire us before you get up out of here, girl. Because I've been bugging you all year. When I'm gonna get you on here, so this your last thing for the platform. Give these people something before you get up out of here on tonight.
I will tell anybody and everybody: don't be scared to be you. If that means you are loud, be confident, be courageous, be adventurous, be everything.
That's good.
That you want to be at all times. Do not be scared of yourself. If you are scared of yourself, tap into yourself, explore yourself, but get you together before you do anything else. So,
Amen. Amen.
She said, "Get you together," and sometimes y'all it take 50, 60, 70 years before you get you together.
Reinvent yourself 1,000 times if that means you're gonna do it right.
Wow.
Yes, I believe it strongly.
Wow. So I think I've been doing a lot of reinventing. I'm finna reinvent something again. Y'all, we love you all. You all have been listening to WFTB 104.1 FM Tab Nashville Gospel Radio Station. Also being recorded Sacrificial Conversations on YouTube. You all, we love you all. Have a blessed week. And we just look forward to the next holiday season that's coming up. Christmas is on the way, you all. And just join us. We'll be back next week with another amazing topic. We love you all and have an amazing night. Yeah. Be blessed. Lock your look. Yep. I told y'all it was going to be a good conversation. Sacrificial Conversations. Did you subscribe yet? Hit that like button. You might get something that's going to help your life. Y'all be blessed.